Hello, my name is Ms. Davila, and today we will find the lateral area and the surface area of a pyramid given its height and the slant height. So in this diagram here, I have H labeled as the height of the pyramid, where it goes from the apex to the center of the figure. L is our slant height, and shaded here is the base. So to find the lateral area, it is 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height. And to find the surface area, also known as total surface area, it is 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height, which is our lateral area, plus the area of the base. So the first thing that I like to do is first identify the shape of our base. So let's do this example here. Our base here happens to be a square. I know that it's a square because all of the sides are congruent and all of the angles are 90 degrees. So let me highlight our base here. We are given the height of the pyramid, which is 20 feet. And like we said, it goes from the apex to the center of our figure, meaning that it's half, this part right here is half of one of the sides of our base, and we have our slant height. Notice how the height, the half of the side of the base, and the slant height create a right triangle. So I'm going to draw that right triangle separately, where our height is one of the legs and our slant height is our hypotenuse. And we need to find this missing part. Once we find this missing leg, we're going to multiply it times 2 to find the full side. I'm going to be using Pythagorean theorem in order to find that missing leg of that right triangle, where A is one of the legs, B is one of the legs, and C is always the hypotenuse, which in this case is 25. Now that I know all of my missing information, I'm going to plug this into my formula, where I have 20 squared plus b squared equals to 25 squared. When I calculate everything, I get 400 plus b squared equals to 625. I want to leave b by itself. I need to isolate it. So to isolate b, I need to subtract both sides by 400. I want to move that 400 to the other side. This cancels out. I'm going to bring down b squared, and 625 minus 400 gives us 225. Notice how b is still not by itself. I need to get rid of this exponent, and particularly the squared. So to get rid of that squared, I need to take its square root. And what I do on one side, I have to do to the other. And that gives us b equals 215. So I know that this right here is 15 feet. Therefore, the whole side is going to be 30 feet. Now that I know that information, I'm able to now find the perimeter of the base and the area of the base. So let me identify that information first. To find the perimeter of any shape is adding all the sides. In this case, I have 4 sides, and the measure of one of the sides is 30 feet. And 4 times 30 gives us 120 feet. I need the slant height, and we know that our slant height is 25. And to find the area of the base, and particularly this square, it is 30 times 30, or 30 squared. And that gives us 900 feet squared. Now I can find the lateral area. Again, the lateral area is 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height. Plugging everything that I know that the perimeter is 120 feet and the slant height is 25 feet. And once I calculate everything, I get 1,500 feet squared. Now let's find the surface area. Like we said, the surface area is the lateral area plus the area of the base. We know the lateral area is 1,500 feet squared. And we know the area of the base is 900. Once we add those two numbers up, we get 2,400 feet squared.